And let's just bring you some breaking news. We're hearing reports of an explosion at Brussels airport. Reported 2 explosions. That's being reported on national radio in Brussels. We can speak to Alex Rossi on the phone now for more details. Alex, what do you know?
Well, we were checking in to fly back to Israel, where I'm based as the Middle East correspondent. We've been covering the Salah Abdul Salam case. I was in the duty-free in Zaventem airport. We'd gone through, we checked in by this point, and then I heard 2 very, very loud explosions. It's hard to say how close I was at the time to the explosions, but I could feel the sort of the building move. There was also sort of dust and smoke as well. I went towards where the explosion came from. There were people coming out looking very dazed and shocked, but couldn't get any closer to see for myself exactly what had happened. Now, I've spoken to a number of people since then. There were definitely 2 explosions. The thinking here by everybody is that it is some kind of terrorist attack, although that hasn't been verified by anybody here, any of the authorities here at the airport. No word on casualties. The people that I saw coming towards me after the explosions looked as though they were going through a slightly different security entrance, again heading towards Gate B. In terms of injuries, I've seen people coming towards me, mainly security people, that had their clothes covered in dust, looking extremely shocked. I saw one woman who had a cut above her eye, but again, no real indication, because I think we'd already passed through that area of the check-in.
And Alex, the fact that it happened at a check-in desk, American Airlines check-in desk, that would suggest that obviously these explosive devices, whether they were left there or whether they were attached to people, it was at the stage where you didn't have to go through these security checks. You could just walk into a terminal.
Yes, that would be an easier way, if indeed it is a terrorist attack, to carry it out. As soon as you start going through, putting your bags through the X-ray machines, it becomes much more problematic. But that would certainly fit, again, with the geography of where we were at the time, which was, not very far from that main security check-in bit. Now, in terms of getting into the airport itself, you can just wander into the airport. In some airports, particularly in the Middle East, parts of Africa, Asia as well, you have to put your bags through a machine, an X-ray machine, to even get into the airport, the departure lounge. Many airports in places in the world where terrorism is far, far more common than here, you also have to show a ticket as well. But you would have been able to, as we did this morning, just walk into the airport. You don't have to show that you're boarding a flight. You just come into the departures lounge, and then that would be all the security you would have encountered, until, of course, you try and get through to the actual proper departures lounge itself.